socially responsible business. We love this kind of. We love, especially. I have a special heart for this subsidiary, and Miss Bukola Lukan have a special oversight on this team, along with Mr. Shola. GTEX Farm will be producing our own agri products, including rice, yam, and all other eatables. Will be developing this subsidiary big times, and including the delivery system. We ran a 30-day sales challenge by GNA. That was quite an event we ran for last 1 month. So we plan to run this challenge again. We did sponsorship and participation in Alibaba January event that happened in January. That was one of the uh, good networking event GText had sponsored and did participate. We did participate in the Shift conference also by Mr. Sam Adeomi. So another thing, we love to collaborate actually wherever possible, because we believe in collaboration. All parties are winner whenever you collaborate in any business. Uh, then we sent some of our selective MDs to attend a sales retreat for GTEX Land associate members at Honey Beach uh, uh, event. So that was another development opportunities and networking opportunities for the team. We did participation uh, in Dubai. There was a big event, more than 600 women get together from around the globe. And I was personally there, International Women Leadership Conference in Dubai. That was a huge event. Uh, Mrs. Akintayo and Miss Bakola and two of our staff did travel to Dubai. We did a we did sponsor the event, and there was a huge networking opportunities for GText, and some business came out of that as well. Then along with that, what are few things we're planning for the Q2? Doha, by the way, just recently we had a CEO leadership retreat from 25th April to April 30, just concluded in Doha. So that's something. Lot of Most of the leadership team, they flew from Lagos to Doha, and along with other participants, it was a great event. It was full of learning, a new exposure, networking, fun. So we do believe we would like to thank you, our chairman, especially Dr. Stephen Akintayo. He believes in human development. I think there's no company I have seen in my career who love to spend this much on the human development. We really spend money, we develop, we train. Young guys became our MDs. So this is something which is unique in our GTEX, and this is the news for our staff. So look forward. We are heavily, one thing we are focusing on for Q2, we are trying to build new teams. We are looking a leadership team for our subsidiary in G West. We are still hunting something which fits the criteria. And in all subsidiaries, we are running a campaign to have a quality interns, because what we believe, Dr. Stephen have always believed, interns have become a long-term asset for the company, because they are young, hungry, and we have a full-fledged campaign. We do select interns. We provide them free accommodation for first 6 months. We don't pay them anything. Of course, if they make sales, they get commissions. And after 6 months, the good ones are retained and they are offered proper employment along with salaries and commission structure. So we are open for internships, and all subsidiaries, all MDs are looking for staff. So if all, so the reason I'm saying here, most of our clients, if you or anyone in your networks, they want to join, there's an opportunity. So, and the focus I have seen along, I have heard from all MDs, we need to generate better leads. So we will be spending more on lead generations in all our subsidiaries. The quality leads is the basis of our sales and growth. We have a huge budget to attend more business and professional conferences in the coming quarter. I think Mrs. Akintayo is planning few things in Dubai. That will be later this year in November, or few things in Nigeria as well. Networking and register with the Lagos Golf Club. I think this is something which will be completed in during Q2. African Seasoning and Spice Trading Expo Lagos, which should be coming up in Q2. Uh, then every quarter we keep running the investment master classes, run by Dr. Stephen Akintayo. We did a very successful event in Abuja and Lagos as well. That was called Business Growth Conference. I think I forgot to mention earlier. This is something major happened in April, but that's one of the achievement. I think that was a quite commendable events GTEx organized, which not only helped training the people for the brand awareness and stuff. So we plan to spend money on outdoor marketing and event sponsorships, and like to partner with the holding companies for the brand awareness and sponsorship participations. So this is some of the few things, and I have not covered most of the stuff because each MD would be explaining particular subsidiaries heading, and we'll be going through the numbers and the achievements and any challenges. So I would love to welcome everyone again in the session. Uh, we'll be we'll be happy to hear from you. Any comments? One thing I would like to tell all our clients: we are a business. We have a 24/7 customer relationship management system. So all your concerns, feedback, recommendations, we're always happy to hear. We would love to hear and learn from you. But at the same time, I would like to comment before I hand over the floor to Mr. Abbas. Recent late, we have seen a trend on media, a cyberbullying against our company and against our chairman. We won't shy away to address this. We know uh, so we have seen this negative trend that is purely built from profession jealousies, hateful, saddest. Have seen some saddest comments running around that he is charging $18,000 for his mentorship. Guys, if you afford, you can come and take the mentorship. If you can't afford, so this is not something your ball game. So don't be in a position you don't know the value and you just commenting left right. So we have taken note of that, and we are a company built with a thick skin. Have been in the market for 17 years. We're going to be there for another 100 years. We are building a legacy. We are not a business which is going to run away. If there are concerns, if there are unhappy customers, we are expanding in the north and east region in Nigeria. You will hear in the Q2, we'll be announcing estates there. We're not going anywhere. We have been there in the market. If there are unhappy customers, this is the only company in my lifetime, I have a 25 years experience, which have open policy. If customer is unhappy, we're happy to refund your money. You have bought a piece of land from us in any of our estates. You have concerns, please, there's a refund procedure. Do apply. Accordingly, terms and conditions apply. We'll be happy to refund your money. So I challenge you, show me any developer in the Nigerian market or elsewhere. I live in Dubai. I haven't seen people refunding money. So just to bring credibility to our customers, we have this excellent policy, and we have refunded serious amounts. And I think over the life of the company, made more than a billion dirham, a billion naira in terms of repayments. In our GWES subsidiary, we have an investment arm. We do pay returns of their profits, and we do capital repayments on when they become due. Let me tell you, as a business, you face challenges. Nigerian economy is not an easy place to work with. But despite having and facing all these challenges, inflation, currency devaluations, we have stood tall. We are growing, and we have lots of excellent plan to build homes, to build estates, to contribute to Nigerian economy, to provide and generate employment opportunities for the youth in Nigeria in particular. Dr. Stephen Akintayo is someone. who started this business from nothing. He has built this empire, so he believes in giving back. We run Stephen Akintayo Foundation, where a lot of charitable contributions are there. So, as a business, we are running it professionally. You're most welcome. Any concerns, I will be joining you later towards the later in this session. So I would advise all the MDs have their all email addresses and a hotline available for all our customers. Any concerns, we're happy to look into, and if they cannot, they can be escalated my level, and we can resolve it. Thank you very much for joining us and for all the time. And I will be speaking to you later. Mr. Abbas, floor is yours for time being. Mr. Abbas, are you there?
Thank you so much, Mr. Rana. Thank you. Over a million times for that very powerful session. Thank you for addressing our clients' concerns. Thank you for walking us through how much progress we have made in just Q1 of 2025 at the annual at the Q1 general meeting. If I may, I would like to inform the House and all our esteemed guests that I am not the moderator by myself. I have the pleasure and privilege of being joined by Miss Blessing Ezeagu, the branch manager for GText Holdings Port Harcourt. It's my pleasure at this stage to invite Ma'am Blessing to take over the floor, the spirit of gender equality.
All right, thank you, Bas. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Blessing Ezeagu, and I'm honored to join you today as your co-moderator. My role specifically is to ensure that the flow of the discussion is on track, and I'm here to assist with the questions and interactions. Please do well to stay tuned, as this is going to be an interactive one, as we are giving a formal report on the first quarter of the year. And I officially also want to welcome our clients on board. For those that are just joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, Mr. Rana, for such a wonderful presentation. Yes, and I don't know, is this where I'm supposed to introduce the next person, Mr. Abbas?
Are we? Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you so much for that. On the second item on our list, we'll be introducing our GCOO, that's our Group Chief Operating Officer, in the person of Ms. Bukola Lokon, who is giving us a presentation on the group performance so far. Okay. Who is giving us a group performance so far? All right, so I was told that Ms. Bukola is not currently here. So I'm going to call on our MD GTech Suits, who is also the wife of our phenomenal chairman, Dr. Stephen Akintayo, in the person of Mrs. Bisi Akintayo. Please, let's give her a round of applause as we welcome her on board. Welcome on board, Ma. Can you please, IT, put her on the spotlight? Thank you. Thank you so much. How are you doing today, Ma? Ma, you're muted.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for having me today. And good morning to every one of our esteemed clients. And we want to say thank you for believing in us and believing in our vision as well. So I actually head the Dubai office and also GTech Suites, which is in charge of secondary market also in the Nigeria office. And we've been giving the good reports about GTech Holdings in general, which comprises of several subsidiaries. And based on what Mr. Rana has shared, I don't know if you need me to share my slide here right now, because I'm trying to do that. Blessing, do you want me to share my slide, or I should just go ahead and talk?
This one, those slides. Thank you. Share.
Okay, so basically in the Dubai real estate market, we have been doing our best over the years to work with different developers. So we work with the top-notch developers in Dubai real estate market. But one of the things we always appeal to our clients who are investing in the Dubai market, just like we have it in the Western world, in UK, in the US. Properties you buy off plan are usually basically more like the mortgage you have over there. So and the way it works in the UK, in the US, in the Western world, if um, you do not pay up your mortgage, you lose your property. And we are glad that our clients have been compliant. They have been handling to ensure that they meet up with their mortgage terms, which is at zero interest. We've had quite a number of clients who have gotten their properties in the Dubai real estate market as well, who bought their properties either off plan and their properties has been delivered to them. Some of them who did not invest in the off-plan project, but they actually chose to buy ready to move in apartments as well in the Dubai real estate market. Also, have gotten their keys. So we've delivered several projects, several properties to clients in diaspora. And the good aspect of this is that a lot of these clients necessarily did not come into Dubai to finalize these deals. And they were just in their countries, subscribed for this project, and they got the keys of their properties. And some of them also who already have their properties handed over to them, they already have tenants in these properties already. Sorry that my slide is taking a bit of time to come up. I just hope it comes up pretty fast. So a lot of them have gotten tenants into their properties and they earn rental income. Some are using their properties for short let, which of course enables them or gives them the assets to earn more money in the Dubai real estate market. And one of the beautiful aspects also, which the real estate market in Dubai has connected some of our clients, is the opportunity to also get the highest form of visa in Dubai, which is the golden visa, which a good number of our clients have been able to get in the Dubai real estate market via their investment from 2 million dirhams and upward. Okay, so Edith, if you can hear me, you can help me share the slide. I don't know why this is not coming up on my hand, because I would really love to share the slide so that people can see what I'm talking about.
Yep.
So,
So just to add on, Mrs. Akintayo, what
okay.
Mrs. Bissy, till the time you share the slide, in Dubai in particularly, let me share what are the few strategic things we have done. We have partnered with one of the key developers, one of the major names, and likes of Benghazi, Heart of Europe. We deal with Sobha, we deal with Damak, we deal with Danube. We deal practically with all major developers, uh, uh, but one other thing, while you deal with the G-Tech suits, Dubai or Mrs. Akintayo, we bring a lot of credibility. We save our clients going in a wrong way. We give them a right kind of product, even they want to buy one shot and an offline. There's a lot of flexibility in the repayment terms. You don't have all the money, you come with 10 to 15, 20%. So developers are acting as bankers in Dubai. So, and we do help for the golden visa and residency stuff for the clients and their families. So we have taken a new office in Amar Square, which is one of the best location here next to Burj Khalifa. So we are revamping our operations and we are looking to recruit new sales team. So these are some, and I'm fully confident, Mrs. Akintayo, this year would be great year for Dubai market, along with your other works in Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rana, for the additional inputs, even though I'm still trying to get this up. But thank you so much for adding that to the presentation. And yes, like I said, we've partnered with the top developers. Sometimes people would ask me, oh, why don't you, I want to buy from this developer. No, we are not registered with those developers. We want to ensure that we give you the best in the market. The major reason why, as an investor, you want to invest your money is to make more money. And that's why we ensure that it's the developers that deliver on their promise that we work with, so that we would ensure that you get value for your money in return. And that's why we also always appeal to our customers. If you know that, in as much as some customers want like a 2 bedroom or a 1 bedroom, but their money could just do a studio apartment, we always try to talk to them, do what you can afford, to ensure that your payment term is always, you don't miss your payment term, because missing it could lead to some penalties, which of course we have in Western world as well. Or if you don't make payment as well, you could also lose your property. But the good aspect is, even if you chose not to continue doing your property, you don't want to, you for any reason you can't meet up with payment anymore, as long as you've done 50% of your payment, you can sell your property and get your money back. So, which is also another good aspect of dealing in the Dubai real estate market. So I've paid 50% or 60%, and stuck. I can't sell my property. I mean, I can't meet up with the payment plan. I can choose to sell that property at a higher rate, to the next person who is interested in buying, which makes it really good. And that way you don't end up losing your money, which is also important. And um, basically, in the Dubai market, we have we've done, based on our reports in the first quarter, we've been able to meet up a good number of our targets. In the first Q1, we're able to do over 50% of our targets, and we're glad that we're able to do that, because that also brings credibility to table for us. There's so much we believe we'll still achieve in Q2 in the Dubai real estate market. It's a market that is quite big, quite large. There's so many people in that same industry. Everybody is trying to either sell to you, but we are not trying to sell. We are trying to ensure that we give you the best advice on where your money would grow, where your money can be invested in, because we are not after, in as much as we want to be profitable, but the profit is not what we put forward. What we put forward first is the happiness and the joy of our clients, to ensure that they are happy when their investment begins to ripen. So that's basically it for the Dubai real estate market. And we're open to work with more clients who want to ensure that they actually want to quadruple their money in the Dubai real estate market. And I would play a video. I think that video is the one popping up now. I'll play a video from one of our clients. But before then, Blessing, you can cover while I'm trying to, or tell me if you have the video from one of our clients who was a testament to one of our happy clients in the Dubai real estate market. If you have the video, so I don't take much time. I'm not much of a technical person, so pardon me. So you can play the video from your hand. Tell me if you have the video.
Yeah,
Of our
Jamio, you
clients.
should have a lot of testimonials from our clients in Dubai, When we did handing over in Dubai, I was personally there. We had a
Yes,
lot of
he,
testimonies from
he
our
has.
clients in Dubai.
I believe he has the video,
Jamio,
so
find
you
those
can.
videos you can play around as we develop along the seminar.
I also want to, I think it's important to also add that, because some of the fake news we've seen online had to do with people not understanding that in Dubai, and I'm repeating it, if you default on your payment, if you tell a developer, I want to buy a 2 bedroom, and then they tell you the 2 bedroom is $500,000, right? And they arrange a flexible payment plan for you. Typically, when you pay to $50,000, they will give you key. And at that point, even if you can't complete, you can resell. But if you only pay 10% or 20% and you default, you are told them I'll pay the next installment in January, and you did not pay that January, you forfeit all your money. That's how most of them work. So it means that all that 20% you've paid is gone. And many of the clients sign those things because we have about, a few clients, I think maybe 5 of them, who had this issue with a developer called Tiger Developers in Dubai. And this happened 3 or 4 years ago, right? They defaulted on their payment. We even got 2 lawyers to try and help them get back their money. The developer said, hey, these people told us they were going to pay so time. They did not pay, and they signed. And so we, as their advisors, could not do anything because once you don't sign, that and those are most of developers are that way anyway. Those are the documents, and once you put pen to paper, the law is the law. The law is strong there. In Africa, sometimes you're able to manipulate the law. You cyberbully, like some people are trying to do. You use the police, you use all of that. You can't do that in Dubai. They are very strict. And so I want to add, for those of you investing in Dubai through us, make sure that you can pay your money. I think it's like that I was saying it earlier. Don't buy more than you can chew. If all your money can buy a studio, go for the studio. Don't say, no, I will do, because sometimes it looks tricky. They give you this flexible payment, right? So you say, no, I think I can do 2 bedroom. If you go for that 2 bedroom and you default, it's gone. Right? The same thing here in the US, and later, I'm sure Farouk will tell you more about the US operations as well. But so please, it's very, very critical that you understand. I also want to add that the numbers Mr. Rana displayed were for just one subsidiary, which is GTES Land, right? So each subsidiary runs separately. They have their own accounts, they make their own money, they have their own reports, totally different from each other. So we don't take resources from Dubai customer, to US customer or to Nigerian customer. I think those things also affect perception of people, because there could be challenge in the Nigerian business and it doesn't affect the US business. There could be a challenge in Dubai business and it doesn't affect the Nigerian business. They are all running separately with separate management and leadership. Mr. Anna, you want to add?
Sir, thank you so much for bringing this point. I think this was so important to discuss because, as you mentioned, Dubai market, Mrs. Akintaya would vouch. I've been there for 22 years in Dubai. You can agree a contract. You have to honor your installments. They're gonna give you maybe a few days, a leeway or freedom if you are late genuinely, but no developer in Dubai or elsewhere, even back home in Pakistan or in Europe or US, it's not Africa. I think this is one of the reasons we're facing challenge in Nigeria. I have more than 2 billion in receivables. Lots of clients, they have never paid the money, still overdue. And we are uh, discussing internally to come up with a policy. The people who really cannot pay their money on time, we're gonna refund their money as per the terms and condition. We can sell the land to a customer who can repay. This is one of the challenge. I think this is African culture. And tomorrow we give you best advice to buy a property in Dubai. We give you the best developer, best payment plan. It's your fundamental duty to honor those commitments. Tomorrow, don't blame because we bought the property from GTEX Suits or GTEX. So, and we could not pay the money, and tomorrow you blame us. So, this is very key. And we explain to our all clients openly when they come into any, before they buy any property. Thank you, sir.
So thank you very much, Mr. Rana and Dr. Stephen, for that addition. And that's why we always work through we always work with our client basically on this, which is to avoid issues like this in future. And remember, one of the things you need to understand when it comes to the Dubai real estate market, not a dime of the property money you're paying comes to our account. We have never and will never give you our account details to make payments to, and we've never done that since we've been operating. We give you the developer's account details, and even the money Dr. Stephen was talking about in terms of those clients. I remember those money was paid to the person who was actually that's more like the individual who was working with the company, but not a dime of that money came into our bank account. And we've been cleared on that case already. So not a dime of that money or any money you want to pay into the Dubai property comes to our account. We have clients who would let you know that as never ever, or will tell you that we've never asked them to pay into our account when it comes to buying a property in Dubai. You pay directly. We always encourage people to pay directly to the developers. But sometimes some Nigerians will say, you know what, I don't have dirhams, I don't have dollars, I have naira. So it is between you and the exchanger. So whatever happens between you and the exchanger stays between you and the exchanger. You can meet an exchanger to help you change your money to dirhams if you want, and the developer gets the money into their account. The major thing is that the money gets into the developer's account. So we need to also let you know this as well. So when you're paying, we give you an escrow account. And one of the things that you also need to know about Dubai is that when you're paying for a property, as long as you don't default, there's something called an escrow account. That account is where you are advised to pay your money into. So if you are not provided with an escrow account to pay for your property, you should also ask, because in the details of the account details, you'll see what we have called escrow. Escrow account is such that the government actually helps you to regulate, helps developers to ensure that they regulate that what they are committed to building is being built. So if they promise that they're going to build, do a project, the money goes into that account, and depending on the milestone the developer is taking, they continue to release the money to them gradually. So if you have finished your foundation level and you've told them that, okay, you've had an agreement that after the foundation, this is the next phase for the next 3 months or 6 months, they release the next amount of money to you. That way you'll be able to, of course, see different, and we also always send report to our clients, even from the developers, they send it to clients directly as well, based on the milestone they are achieving in terms of the projects they are developing for clients in Dubai. So Jamie, you have the video. Kindly check your DM. I don't know why it's not opening on my hand. Please quickly share the video of one of our happy clients. Check your DM and you see the video. Help me share it because it's not opening on my hand on the laptop. So quickly help us stream that while we bring up the next MD shortly. Jamie, I hope you heard what I just said. Jamie, did you get that? So, okay, I'm sure okay, I can see that you've checked my message. So quickly stream the video. So the video is just, it's not going to be, she doesn't want to show her face. So we had to cover up her face. Some clients decide to remain anonymous. She was just signing her papers. We handed over our property to her in the month of February, and she had a tenant take the property in the month of February as well. She's one of the clients who recently got their properties in the first quarter of 2025, and also would also be having some clients also in this second quarter handed over to their projects. And I need you to also understand, when some of these clients that will be getting their properties in the month of in the second quarter, some of them invested 2 years ago, and when they did their investment, they invested in this project when it was 400,000 dirhams for the property they bought. Now the property, now that it will be handed over to them, is now valued at over 700,000 dirhams. That's over 300,000 dirhams capital appreciation, almost 100% capital appreciation in a space of about 2 years, 2 years plus that they paid for the property. We have another one that will be handed over in the third quarter rather of 2025, they already have more than 100% capital appreciation on their property. When they bought as well, it was around that 400,000 dirhams. And now their property is valued at 1,000,000 dirhams. Now, 400,000 dirhams is that's about $150,000. Now property is valued at over like times two of that. So almost about $400,000. So that's why investing in the Dubai real estate market for me is one of the things I tell people: if you have the money, if you don't have the money, don't invest in Dubai real estate market. But if you have the money, yes, invest in Dubai real estate market. No dollar inflation, so you'll be sure of your money is good there. Security for me is always top notch. One of the safest country in the world, which is why I love Dubai so much. Of course, you get advantage of getting either an investor visa or you get a golden visa, depending on what your investment portfolio is like. And apart from that, also, it's a tax-free economy, so you're not paying tax on any property you own. You can transfer your property to any member of your family as well. There are a whole lot of benefit that comes with your investment in the Dubai real estate market. And looking at the fact that the economy is stable, currently we have a projection by Sheikh Mohammed that Dubai actually is going to quadruple its size in the next 10 years. So it gives us about 9 years now. And that means that when an economy is growing, you can't take real estate away from it. It means the real estate market will continue to boom, and your money means your money will boom. And that's why what we do in the Dubai real estate market, we don't sell property. Rather, we help your money to add value. We help your money to quadruple its current ROI. We help you to increase the value of your money, basically, in the Dubai real estate market. So, Jamie, please, whenever you're ready, please let me know that you're ready for us. Thank you.
The chairman of GTEX Holdings, Dr. Stephen Akintayo, and the CEO of GTEX Suite Dubai, Mrs. Bisi Akintayo, who presents the key of elegance by Dani to you, and this is everything that it comes with. Thank you so much for believing in GTEX Suite Dubai.
Thank you so much.
You are most welcome.
Thank you.
Please, we would like you to say something to give us a review also.
Okay, I just want to say thank you for the pleasant customer service, and we're so happy to be one of your clients, and we wish to do more business with you from our company. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jamil. So that's just one amongst many happy clients that we have in GTEX Suites Dubai. And we had to share that video with you so that you could see. We have clients who have bought 3 properties, 4 properties, 5 properties, just a client buying that number of properties from us. Why? Because they are happy. And I also need to say something as well. Based on the issue that was going on social media, I remember one of those clients who was affected, who understood how the Dubai real estate market works. Despite the fact that he knew that it wasn't our fault, he still came back and bought a property from us in Dubai. And that's to tell us that they understand how the system works. So It's not that you now lose your money after we've either reached out to you on payment or something and on meeting up with your own payment plan, and you now begin to throw balls and feel that we took your money. We don't take anybody's money in the Dubai real estate market. It is between you and the developer or you and the exchanger. So please, we're letting you know. You can chat me or chat any of our team today. I'll be giving you our numbers. You can reach out to us. But the truth remains that even when you chat us and you're interested in buying properties, no money or none of my staff will send you our account details to receive money. It's always the developer's account details when we have finalized the discussion. So thank you so much, Dr. Stephen, for having me here. Thank you, Mr. Rana Ijas, and thank you all the MDs. Thank you also our host as well. In case people have questions, I'm ready to take any question. Our website is www.gtechsuitedubai.com, and our email address is info@gtechsuites.com. So if you have any inquiries, you have questions, if we can't take everything on the call today, you can reach out to us via info@gtechsuites.com. info@gtechsuites.com. So you can reach out to us on that email. Thank you once again.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What a wonderful presentation. And you guys must agree with me that that video was just the highlight of it for me. Yes, you can see that the client didn't want to show her face, but however, you saw the signing, you saw the process and all. So right about now, we are calling up the next MD. I'm going to say that again. Want to reach out, if you have questions, please do well to send an email to any of our representatives for the GTech suite, or you reach out directly to Madam Bisi Akintayo, or better still, send an email to info@gtechsuites.com. Thank you so much once again. All right, right about now, we're gonna calling up the MD GTech's Land. MD GTech's Land. Of course, you know, GTech's Land is the subsidiary that, that houses all our landing projects all across the globe. However, the MD I'll be calling up is Mr. Sholabade Adioye, who will be coming up to give us his own first quarter presentation for GTech's Land. Please, a round of applause as he comes on board. Thank you. Please, IT, can you put him on the spotlight? Welcome, Mr. Shola.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you. Can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear.
All right, thank you very much. I can hear you. Thank you, man. Bless you. Thank you very much. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. All right, thank you very much. I want to say a big thank you to Dr. Stephen for this opportunity. I want to say a big thank you to Mr. Rana. I want to say thank you to every of our out there. Wherever you're joining us from, I want to appreciate you. Thank you very much. Without you, right? And the last first quarter, I've done all, done everything possible to, to serve you. We are here to always to serve you. Your interest is always in our art from GTech's Land. My name is Adeo Sholagade. I'm the managing director of GTech's Land. Also, I'm here to give a Q1 report. And the last first quarter.
We can't see your face well. Can you adjust your camera and then at some point to be freezing?
Okay. Yeah. Yes, right. Okay, I hope it's cool now. All right, so in the last first quarter, we were able to do a lot of things. Talking about every of our estates, we'll be able to put new faces to some of our estates. I will be sharing my slides now. Prepare me to do that. I don't know if I can. Okay, sorry. All right. So. Okay, it's loading. Okay, so I hope you can see my slide. Mr. Madam Blessing, can you confirm that?
I see your slide. Well, I can't see your face. Your network is it's breaking at some point. I don't know. But we can see your slide. I can't see your slide anymore. I don't know if I'm the only
Okay, guys,
one.
all right. So let's learn. Our goal is to own 200 estate with over. But can you hear me?
Hey, okay, now I can see. Thank you. I can see you.
I need to share again. Please stop on my screen sharing. You want to okay. Okay, how about now? I'm just can see my slide.
Yes, sir, I can see your slide. Yeah, I can see your slide now.
All right, thank you very much. All right, good. Thank you very much. Our goal is to own 200 estates over with over 2,000 content of the world. Build wealth through
We can't hear you, Mr.
and
Shola. I don't
technology.
know. Sorry to interrupt. You have a
And
poor
our
network.
vision.
Okay, all right.
I can hear you. I can hear you. Can you hear me? I can hear you clearly, Mr. I can hear
You are
you clearly.
breaking, Mr. Shola. Go
Can you hear
ahead,
me?
please. Go ahead. Yeah, no better, please. Yeah.
Can you hear me now, please?
Yes, we can hear you now. But however, the network is breaking at some point. So
okay, how about now, sir?
Hear you now. We can hear you now. Please proceed.
Okay, so if you can hear me now, I'll move on. So our vision is to okay. So our vision is to
Okay, all right. So my apologies for that. However, we'll just proceed to call the next person. So we'll just ask Mr. Shola to stand down while we call up the next MD. In the person of Mr. Farouk Usman. Mr. Farouk Usman, who is the MD of GTEX Homes, to discuss about the ongoing project in Nigeria and in US. All right, you know, GTEX Homes is the subsidiary that house all our housing projects across the globe. So let's give a round of applause for Mr. Farouk Usman as he comes on board. Please, IT, can you put him on the spotlight? Please drop your emojis as Mr. Farouk comes on board. Mr. Farouk, are you with us?
Yes, I'm not going to speak until I say enough ovation. I don't like the energy here. You know, right? This is a Q1 meeting, and yes, we should clap for me now. I'm holding GTEX Homes, which is all about GTEX subsidiary here in GTEX Homes. All right, fantastic. So my name is Farouk Usman. I'm the MD of GTEX Homes, and our goal is to deliver 225,000 homes within now and 2035. And I'm going to be sharing the slide. You can see?
Okay.
Fantastic.
All right.
Now? Okay. So I'm just going to be a little bit of brief into when I took up this position. About 18 months ago, I took over GTEX Homes as a new portfolio. And the greatest challenge I saw was the fact that we had to deliver houses. Yes, we had some clients who had subscribed, but unlike what they do in Dubai, they actually took us for granted. So what do I mean? In Dubai, if you default in your housing is gone. But because we're in the Nigerian landscape, people believe that you can beg your way, you can say, please, this, that. So I had the greatest challenge. How do I deliver houses when people are not keeping up with their payments? Particularly the fact that we give people, let's say 1 year, 2 years, and after 3 years, we refuse to pay, or maybe due to economical changes. We had a client who bought a house in Dubai. She paid a deposit and then she lost her house and could not keep up with her Nigerian payments. And that was also a challenge because when we were on a house, we are unable to pay back. So what I did and what my team did was to go back to our client and have a conversation. We need to deliver your houses to you, right? You bought a 2-bedroom. Why don't we upgrade to a 4-bedroom for you? What does that do? Number one, yes, you are paying more.
Mr. Farouk, if you can adjust your volume, please. You need to be more louder, please.
Can you hear me now? Is it better?
Yes.
Awesome. Yes. Like I said, my greatest challenge taking up this portfolio was to finish up the houses of clients, particularly those that defaulted with payments. And I'm picking up when Mrs. BC said, in Dubai, you miss a payment, you default, your housing is gone, your payment is gone. But I had a couple of clients that had those kind of issues. But again, because we're dealing with a Nigerian company, which we were perceived as, which we are now a global company, we believe that we can negotiate, talk, beg our way into ensuring the payment remains. So what we did as a solution was to give clients an option to upgrade. So you bought a 2-bedroom. Perhaps when you bought the house about 5 years ago, we're selling for 27 million, 30 million. Why don't you get a 4-bedroom? What does that do for you? Number one, you are getting higher capital appreciation. Number two, you are getting rental income. And some of our clients actually bought into that project. And today we have what we call Jasper Gardenia. So the first quarter, we have laid a lot of groundwork into infrastructure, branding, and in sales. We did a lot in Jasper Gardenia. We had initiatives like Rose Rest campaign. For those that saw it, we named a street after Dr. Cosmos Maduka, just for a stronger brand visibility and of course to associate with someone that deals with excellence and integrity. So this report captures our performance challenges and a revised pathway forward. Some of our key milestones were we had a 225-meter internal road we are building now in Jasper, Virginia. For those of our clients that bought into our Ibejileki project, our Abuja project, congratulations. Now infrastructure has started, and within the estate, we are 50% completed in our infrastructural development. Next, we had a 400-meter road that we named after Dr. Cosmos Maduka. For those that have been to our housing in Jasper, Virginia, coming in, we had done a 400-meter interlocking road. But down the end of the street was another 400 meter, which actually completed in this first quarter. And then we dedicated this after Dr. Cosmos Maduka. We had our entrance facade also fully completed. We installed street banners, fencing, flower pots, paving, street lights, naming of Dr. Cosmos Maduka, pre-launch of Jasper Phase 2, all over the first quarter. But as I introduced to you, I want to also discover and discuss some of what we're doing in GTEx. I believe some of our clients have a misconception of how we develop and how we sell our land. I remember when we started selling Jasper 2018, and then we called it land bank here. Typically, for those of you that follow Dr. Stephen, you've been into education of real estate, you understand that land banking takes between 3 to 10 years. And land bank for some of our clients is that we are putting money in the ground. And for some of our estates, they are still in the land banking phase. After land banking, we move into site preparation. Now, during the land banking, we actually develop some of the land. So what do? We fence the land, we put in the gates, we do road, we pay security. This is what we use your development levy for. So if you have bought into our estate into land banking and you have not paid your development levy, it will be difficult for us to protect your land. And what we're also saying is that in these next 10 years or 5 years or 3 years, like I'm saying for the most extreme, for those of us in Jasper now, we know it took about 3 to 5 years to go from land banking into building development. For Beru, that they are doing a road network in front, it's a 3-year to a 7-year. For land in Abeokuta, it's a 3 years to 5 years. Land in Kurudu is a 1 year to 3 years. All over we have the globe. So they have different phases to land banking and then site preparation. And then the phase we are now that GTEx wants to come into is the building and construction. But you cannot build an estate that the surrounding is not fully habitable, right? And that's why Jasper Gardenia has been influenced by the Dangote refinery, the Dangote seaport, the Lekki deep seaport as well, the free trade zone, and that is why we are fully immersed in Jasper Gardenia as our flagship project for GTEx Homes. This just discussed why we focus on Dr. Cosmos Maduka and why we launched a street after him. And these are some of the pictures we had from our launch. As you can see, the drive into Jasper Gardenia named after Dr. Cosmos Maduka. This was the event we had our chairman who was gracious enough to attend my event. These are some of our key management also in attendance with some of his friends and his network as well. This is also talking about the process. And of course, on that day, we had handover of the unit to Mrs. Anne Amadi, who was one of our clients that bought into our 4-bedroom terrace duplex. In fact, we had actually sold a 2-bedroom to her, and due to economic changes, we had a conversation. This is the new price. Why don't you upgrade to a 4-bedroom for you? And this was the handover process we had with her. As you can see, she's a proud owner, and these are documents that were sent to her, given to her also with the company seal as well as the federal government legal seal on it as well. These are some of the people that graced the occasion. We had the Oba of, we call him Onileki of Lekki Town, who was also in attendance. We have Dr. Stephen as well. We have Dr. Cosmos. We actually have a celebrity here, Adai as well, who is a gospel artist, was also in attendance in this handover process. And prior to that, we have actually given out some of these units on rent. We have one of our clients as well, Mrs. Toyin Banjo. And guys, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? We actually lease our units out to someone at the moment. It's currently being rented for 10 million naira every year. So she's getting 10 million naira rental income for that unit that we already developed and handed over to her. And our clients as well will also be looking to get rental income on the same unit and as well as the same amount of rental income. This is the layout of Jasper. And as we do in GTech, some of our acquisition are in different phases. So the first phase was a 10-acre property where we are building, we are sold to clients, and then we acquired another 3.5 acres behind as well. And then in front, we have the phase 2 and the phase 3, where we acquired another 6.5, another 5.5, making a total of over 35 acres to build Jasper Estate. So the phase 1 is in development stage. The phase 2 is going to be launched later this month, and then we have phase 3 for commercial. The beautiful thing about this estate is that there's a golf course or a golf range we are named after Dr. Cosmos as well, which is actually where my arrow is showing at this moment. So some of our assets like Jasper Lagos, Jasper Abuja, there are different phases of development, and that's why we encourage our clients to pay their infrastructure fee so we can move according to pace, so they can move into the estate and start getting rental income. My job as the MD of GTX Home is to build houses. So the more people complete their payment for houses, the faster I develop these houses. Because what we practice is what we call off-plan sale. What off-plan sale does for you is that number 1, you are buying at a lower rate. Number 2, you are paying as you develop. And number 3, by the time the project is completed, the current capital appreciation has gone up. Some of my clients bought 4-bedroom for 80 million now. Now that 80 million, that 4-bedroom is going for 175 million. That is over 200% capital appreciation on that property as well. These are some of the amenities we are building in our estates: green estate, smart estate, gym, sewage system. The green focuses on renewable energy, while the smart focuses on green and smart homes. These are some of the pictures of what we have in Jasper Gardenia and Lekki, and also in Abuja, to show that work has been going on. This is actually my baby, the table tennis table where I play when I work. And we also use this as our office as well for development as well. So what are we building? For those interested in a housing, these are 4-bedroom terrace duplexes, our 5-bedroom terrace duplexes in Lagos. Also in Abuja, we have 4-bedroom detached duplexes, our 5-bedroom detached duplexes, which are also building in Lagos and in Abuja as well. Currently, we're running an anniversary offer where we're giving out a 5% discount. So rather than 170 million on a 4-bedroom terrace duplex, which you only have 1 unit available, you can pay 161.5 and pay in 18 months. If you are buying a 5-bedroom, you are paying 175.75 and you are spreading in 18 months with a down payment of 25 million naira. In Abuja as well, instead of 200 million, we're selling for 190. Instead of 250, we're selling for 209. If you are buying a 4-bedroom and a 5-bedroom, right? What is in Lagos, we are willing to do business with you as well. But let's move into Q2, right? Q1 was just a child's play to what we are doing in Q2. For our Q2, we are finishing our road completion. We're having a Jasper Phase 2 road layout launch, and GTEX now allocates those that. But in Abuja and in Lagos, we are building 4-bedroom triplexes, 5-bedroom triplexes in Lagos and in Abuja. Our goal in the second quarter is to start construction of 50 units in the second quarter. Approval and permits takes a lot in Nigeria, We've been able to quicken this process to ensure that we have built and secure our permits for the next 155 units we are building all across 2 different estates. Infrastructure as well, flowers, groundwork for our shooting range, apartment building is part of the key milestones we are looking for in the 2nd quarter. So this is what we're using the infrastructural fields for. And for those that are buying into housing, this is what we are building. We're looking to develop and also hand over some units in the 3rd quarter of the year. And some of these key milestones will also be very beneficial to us. But enough with Nigeria, right? We're now a global company. We're no longer in Nigeria alone. We're just local champions here. But we're moving into the US. And some people don't know that in the past 3 to 5 years, we've done a lot of groundwork into the US. Part of it is this partnership product we've done in the US, where we actually bought and renovated a 20-unit townhouse in Valdosta, Georgia. We call it Shalom Parks in Valdosta. Here we have 20 units for sale, which of course at the moment is fully occupied with rental income. And rental income in the US is typically between 6% to 8%. And now people are getting as high as 8% rental income per annum. These 20 units, each of them are 3 bed with 2.5 baths with a car garage, 100% occupied, like I said. And then it's located between 3400 to 3418 Barack Obama Boulevard, Valdosta, Georgia. And this location has a wonderful school, a naval base in this same location. And they are actually fully furnished, which means whenever you get this unit, you're just going to list it out, and then we can help you even arrange this rental income to the center. And there's something Dr. Steve also says. He says every time, diversify. So you bought into Nigeria, you bought into Dubai, you want to invest into another emerging economy, which is the US. And this is a part of the flagship project what we have done in the past 3 years that is currently available. Like I said, this is it. It's costing $250K if you are buying a 4-bedroom, a 3-bedroom in the middle, and you are buying the end unit, it's selling for $275K. But this is the past. Now we are moving into the future. What is GTEC doing in the US? What are we doing in the US? Well, we now have a $200 million project. Now, we're not saying it's going to cost us $200 million, right, for everything, but we are saying in the long run, the value of this project is estimated to $200 million. So for our investors in the US, this is what you're investing in. And I'm actually proud to say that we are one of the first developers. In fact, we're the first in Nigeria to sell land in retail in the US. And I'm talking about one of our projects called Jasper Brookshire Estate. As you can see, what you can see here is a survey. It's a 99-acre property. And for me, this is going to change the whole company going forward. Because having a property of this size, of this magnitude in the US, it tells something that GTEC Homes is not just only local. It's not just impacting lives of Nigerians, but it's also creating ways for Nigerians to have wealth in the US. I have a few clients that have actually bought into this project, and now it has even helped them with securing their movement to the US. We're not saying you buy this project, you can move to the US, but buying this project can also help with your application. I think it was applying for an EB2 visa, and there's something to show credibility as a real estate company. So for this, what did we do? We got a 99-acre property to sell in retail, and also partner with other developers here in Nigeria. You want to expand in the US, you don't know how to. You don't know how to acquire property. You can partner with us, get 3 acres, 4 acres, 5 acres. What can we do for you? We can get it funded. Because the US market is even better in terms of financial than what we have in Nigeria. You can get institutional investors to invest in your project. You can build, right? You're a resident of America, you can get 5%, 6%, single digits. You're coming from outside as a business, you can get 9%, 10%, 11%, 12% to develop your property. So here we are actually selling retail to people to buy in acres and in plots. It's also a green estate, it's an eco-friendly estate. The beautiful thing about this, as you can see here, is we are putting a golf course in the middle. Why are we even doing that? Number one, Dr. Stephen talks about created environments. Created environment in this not only increases the value of this estate, also increase the value of your own individual plots. So you're not either facing the golf course or facing the river, right, in Jasper Brookshire. We're also building single family homes, townhouses, condominium apartments. And like I said, if you're going to go back to where we are in terms of stages, this property is currently in the land banking phase. And the smart thing we're able to do to ensure that you don't have to pay tax in the next 2 years is to put it under an agricultural exemption. So that at this moment we have a ranch, it keeps generating income for agriculture, and because of that, it's still in land banking. You're actually able to avoid paying tax for the next 2 years. Yes, the little tax that is over GTS covers it, but buying into this part of the smart key innovations for people to understand. I tell people, if you don't understand the business, so many things will look like a mystery to you. And for us that understand the business of real estate, we understand why it is important to protect your investments. So you're not buying a land in the US and you're worried about tax, right? For the next 2 years, there's agricultural exemption in this property. This just shows a lot of things we're actually doing. We're building a school, we're building a mall, we're building a shopping complex, a golf course. This is the master plan for this development. Typically, this is going to be on for the next 7 to 10 years for full completion because we're developing in different phases. The first phase is putting the golf course. Second phase is start with commercial. Third phase is start with residential. Starting with the single family homes, the terraces, and then we're moving to apartments. So these projects can go on for a while. But if you understand the process, you can understand what you are willing to do. But if you are buying your plots, there's nothing stopping you from developing. You can build a mansion, you can build a 3-bedroom, you can build a 4-bedroom, you can build 3 units, 4 units, depending on what you want to do. So that's the first we have in this project. The second project is actually what we are starting immediately. And I'm actually excited about this. We call it Beirut Tidwell Court. It's a project where we are building 24 units of 1 bedroom and 2 bedroom. This project is just 12 minutes from downtown Houston and 15 minutes from Bush International Airport. For those of you that are lovers of sports, you should know that downtown Houston is actually hosting 8 different World Cup matches, right? 8 different World Cup matches in 2026, which means that this project is going to be close to different stadiums. We're starting this project in the late second quarter, where we are actually building 24 units. We have all permits done. I'm sure there was even talk about tomorrow where we are talking about signing and closing on this property. Here we're moving straight to work. 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom. However, the bad news I have for you people is that you cannot buy this unit directly. The good news I have is that you can invest in this project and get returns over 18 months for the next 3 years and 5 years. But for those of you that have invested with us, this is what your money goes into in the US. This just shows us a little bit of what we want to do. A little bit of what we want to do. The final thing we actually want to show you now is our office complex. This is actually our office residence. And for here, we're having our office. Not only that, we're also building a 5-story office complex as well, which is also going to be developed in the next few years. But again, these are investment projects you can invest with us. But if you want to be part of our US projects, you can either buying a land from us, or you are buying the land we're having in Brookshire. We are launching this estate at 300,000 per acre. But because you're in this webinar, we are willing to do so much for you. But these are part of what we have in the US in terms of what we are doing. Our office complex is at 518 West Spring Boulevard in Katy, Texas. 77450 is our zip code. You can reach out to us on info@gtexhomesusa.com. But as we wrap up, right, this is my phone number. If you want to reach out to me for every customer service, I'm willing to reach out and answer to you at your beck and call. For those of you outside Nigeria and within Nigeria, it's also in WhatsApp, and you can call directly on +234 701 408 7669. You can send an email to me directly to md@gtexhomes.com. You can also reach out to our customer service at info@gtexhomes.com. But there's something we MDs understand is that we are #1 customer service. So if you want to talk to a customer care agent in GTX Homes, you can reach out to me. I'm your #1 customer service because my job as the MD of GTX Homes is to deliver value to you. How do you buy a house from me? And all I do is to ensure that #1, you get your house. #2, you get rental income in your housing. That is my job. The only thing I'm employed to. And I'm building 25,000 of those houses between now and 2025. And I need you to be a part of this. Our website is at gtexhomes.com. Our office here in Ikoyi is at Joe Faraday Street, Ikoyi, Lagos. You have to book an appointment to come to our office, our head office. But you can walk into any of our construction office in Jasper Gardenia, in Lagos, in Abuja. We have an office resident. You can meet me any time of the day. I'm there during the week, and during the weekend we have people already on ground for that. But as we conclude, GTEx Homes has laid a robust infrastructural and branding foundation for future growth. Strategic hiring, digital tools, and construction will progress in Q2 and also reposition us for exponential success. With a clear execution and oversight, we are poised to meet and exceed our Q2 goals. Thank you so much for having me today, and then we look forward to doing more business.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Farah.
I don't know if Mr. Rana wants to add, but I want to add about the housing, because sometimes we get a bit of pushback on our housing. I've gotten feedback where people say, "Oh, we haven't built enough houses. How many estates do we have that is fully built?" We've heard all manner of stories. So in addressing that, we need to understand that the model GTEx use is called land banking. And in land banking, is the same way they built Banana Island. Banana Island started 1978, okay? Because it was the marshy part of Ikoyi. Nobody was living there. It was all marshy. So when they came up with the idea, they needed to sand fill the place and do road. But they were not building house for anybody. You buy your land, then you build your house by yourself. And houses did not start. I live in Banana whenever I'm in Nigeria, but I'm based here in the US. But when I go to Nigeria, I'm always living in Banana. Our office in Ikoyi too is in Banana Island, in Ikoyi. So I could tell you categorically that housing only started coming up in Banana Island in the 2000s, because that's when most of those who bought land were now willing to start building the land. There was a lot of pressure already. Most of the houses in Ikoyi were aging. People wanted new houses, and more people started. Okay, I remember I bought maybe 1,000 square meter in Banana Island. Let me go and build it, and I moved there. And that's when people then moved in. And that's the same model GTES does, where we buy land and then we sell half of it. We try to see how can we fence it. Sometimes we don't even start any work if we don't have development levy paid, because the money you are paying is for land. Then when we have enough people who are paid for development levies, their money we then use to fence the place. Because I see people say, "Oh, I bought the land, they've not done anything." Well, it is your development levy that we use to build the place, to do the fence, to do all of that. And it's not just one person development levy that we do all. Right? Some of these lands are 50 acres, 100 acres. However, over time, there are some that now become very mature for housing. So right now, for example, the two that we have that is most mature for housing is Jasper Ibejuleki, okay, and even Beryl. Beryl, not much, because Beryl is waterlogged. So we need more money in development. It's mature, but we need more money. We even lost 5 acres in Beryl to the coastal road. So now we're facing the coastal road. Once they did the coastal road, the value of that Beryl more than quadruple. Right now, land there has moved to between 30 to 40 million. And some people when it was 1.5, some people when it was 3 million, 4 million. So if you are saying, hey, you need to pay 12.5, it's not our fault. Sand used to be 30,000 per ton when we started Beryl. Right now, it's between 120,000 to 200,000 per trip. I said per ton, but by trip. Iron rod used to be less than 600,000. Now it's 1.1, 1.2. And these are things we need to fill, do fence, do things in that estate. Jasper Ibejuleki, on the other hand, is a dry land. Hence why you've seen us made more progress there. We've done road. We named a whole road after Dr. Cosmos, and is already fully fenced, and even our staff live there as we speak. And some of the tenants, those who got house, we still look during the day named after Dr. Cosmos. One of our clients also got a housing unit. We have another client who is even on this webinar who already got tenancy for the unit. I think the client paid 8 million for that. She, of course, she wasn't happy that it was low. She wanted to charge more now for the rent. So I'm sure once the 1 year rent is due, she wants to increase the rent. Because she opened up to me that she wanted to charge more than 8 million per annum as the rent. But you can ask some of those clients, and Farouk needs to let me know who of his clients is here to share, because I want them to talk. Because the way the enemy works is to make you feel everybody is angry with you. And that's the way bullying works. That's the way social media bullying, right? You exaggerate a company that has more than 3,000 customers, right? Let's even say it was 100 that you were able to bring. That is still not even 10% of the customers they have. And many of those concerns are customer care concerns that we're going to hopefully address some. But why we're also giving everybody's email, the MDs, is so that they can address as time goes on. Of course, each of them still have their customer service. But if you say you couldn't access customer service, oh yeah, the MD himself don't give you a number, give you his email. You can mail directly and say, hey, I have concern on this. Oh, I have question on this. Okay, so in Jasper, for example, we're not going to use our money to build a house and then we're waiting for who will buy it. That's not the model. Even for our own portion that we're building houses, the model is that you pay us, then we build. Okay, after you pay us, we build. Now, we had a crisis in Nigeria in the housing market. And you give me any real estate company that is doing housing, and I will tell you the crisis they have when it comes to housing. It was that the prices of building materials more than triple, sometimes quadruple. So you've agreed with a customer. We even had 11 customers then who we had agreed, okay, 3 bedroom, you pay 30 million. 4 bedroom, you pay, 40 million or something. Before you know it, we needed 3 times the amount. We had to reach out to everybody and say, well, you need to add more money for us to finish your house. And remember, many of them, we give them 2 years to pay, 3 years to pay. Okay, so it wasn't as if they even dropped the money at bulk. Even if they had dropped the money at bulk, you still need like 6 months to build. And within that 6 months, there was spike. But most of them didn't even give us money at bulk. So what then happened is at the end of the day, we told them, well, if you can't pay, we will refund you, but give us opportunity to refund you in installment. The same thing we're having to do with land too now, which is to say, if you can't pay development levy so that we have resources to quickly sandfill where we need to sandfill, do fence so people don't grab the land. The Berry, for example, the last meeting of Lagos State government, they said, look, any land that you don't develop, Lagos State government is going to take it. They made it clear. You all know what's going on with Coastal Road. This is not a GTEX thing. It's all over. Every week we're having diasporans complain who built houses in Coastal Road. We know these things. So when some people gang up, I want to create some things. I don't know what to say to you. And we're saying that, thank God, we are the only company along that Coastal Road. Go and do your research. Who decided to say the land government took from us for Coastal Road, we will bear it. None of our customers will feel the effect of the land loss. Go and ask any other developer whether they didn't just write the customer and say, well, we are sorry, Lagos State government decided, or the federal government decided to do Coastal Road, your land is gone. Right? Go and do your research online. You see that government took the land. There's nothing we can do. That's what virtually every other developer that has land along Coastal Road. Go do your research. Google it. Google it. Okay? Only GTEX integrity. Say, we will bear the loss and make sure every customer still get land. Because thank God we have more land at the back. And it's just that the front part, they now did road. Fine. Even increase the value of the land. But can you now pay development levy? So that with that money, we can sandfill. Because part of what happens is that they raise the road level to a very high height
to Sanfil now, we need to be thinking 6 feet Sanfiling for that real estate, 6 feet or more. So where will the money come from? We've already lost over 350 million to 500 million because you remember we had Sanfil already. Those of you know Berry, we did fence, we did Sanfiling, we even did interlocking. That place used to be refuse dump. All that was cut away. So we have to start work all over again. So if you don't pay, and then you want to pay the development levy when we launch it 2019, when the sand is no longer the same price, iron rung is no longer the same price, who will bear that cost? At least, if not for greed, you should be happy that it's either a case of, well, it's a risk I'm taking. The value of the land has gone up. So let me pay the extra development levy. Or, no, I don't trust these people. I don't trust Lagos state government or federal government. I want my money back. We said we will refund. And we have been refunding. By the way, Abbas, can you follow up whether we have the list of the refunds that have been done so far so that people can see it? I don't, you can blur some people's name, but let them see it. Because what we want to do today, enough of just people just coming, cho. Talk is easy. Action is difficult. Right? Action is difficult. And anybody can say anything. Anybody can make any accusation. Okay, but where are the facts and the evidence? Where? So please, some of the people who were now forming group, are you aware? We will show you just that it's just not, that's the painful thing. Legally, we cannot do certain things. It's like somebody hold you like this. Okay? It's not professional for us, for example, to show you people's full name and say, we pay this person. But I think people are getting to our throats. Right? Professionally, it doesn't make sense for us to say, this person paid us this amount, right? We've refunded this. Please, can somebody comment? Let me know. Is it professionally right? But we are getting to a point where we are being pushed to the wall. To say, you went to be saying things online, but this was what you got. Somebody went online and defame. When he got his refund, has he gone back to delete what he posted online? Has he gone back to tell everybody and say, hey guys, I wanted my money back from GTEx. They've paid me back. Thank you all. He didn't. That is defamation. It's against the law. It's against the law. It's against the law.
Thank you so much, Chairman, for the contribution, and I completely support what you said. We as a business, we have taken a lot of it of late in Nigeria due to inflation. Currency has been in free fall practically over the last 2 years. As a developer, we have never gone back from our commitment on any of single projects. What only, as Chairman mentioned, we requested few of our customers on a fair basis, and that wasn't enough, Mr. Farouk. I think we should have asked more money. By the time the first installment came on the extra amount, the prices has almost tripled since then. So we need cash to build those houses and build that infrastructure. At the same time, we don't care of the undue criticism. We got the thick skin. We are a business running for 17 years, run by a professional team. But we reserve the right to comment on any unfair comments, hateful comments, and we might go and sue legally for defamation some of the totally rubbish comments. I was sorry to use the word. So that is something our legal team internally is working with our external lawyers. So what I would request all my clients, if you have complaints, you have issues, right from myself as a group CEO, all my management team, all the MDs are there at your disposal. We are very happy to serve you. Any issues in a business, there are always issues. We are in the real estate business. There are always, it's not a business done overnight. We can't deliver. I have seen globally. Take, for example, the market of Dubai. You delay your one payment, Mrs. Akintayo, she leaves GTEx to Dubai, and next day they're gonna send you letter. You don't have any right with us, and you whatever payments gone, they are gone. Here we stand. I have a more than 2 billion receivable in the market, and still we have been very patient. And but one thing we have decided internally, the people which are supposed to pay their money, Farouk, please pull up all the list of clients which are overdue, and we're gonna discuss internally, give them a chance to pay us back or send them legal notices and refund their money and sell the land. There are a lot of customers they want to buy in Jasper. You know, there's no more land available in your phase one. So, we hear that. Yeah,
Sorry,
we.
sorry, Mr. Rana.
Mr.
Who is
Rana,
that? Who is that?
we have a
Sorry.
client in Jasper,
Okay, okay, okay.
Bejuleki. She wants to share a testimony.
Please, ma'am.
Good,
Please, ma'am.
yeah.
Welcome, ma'am. Yeah.
Good
Go ahead.
afternoon, everyone. My name is Oluwatoyin Banjo, and I'm one of the first who got Jasper property. Yes, initially it was tough, and honestly, I can understand the reason why that was because of the economy. We know the way things are. For anybody who is building, you can start a project, you plan that you want to spend 200 million, for example. But by the time you will finish it in the Nigeria of today, you will end up maybe spending much more over. And I think that was the case that we had. But eventually, because we wanted a 2 bedroom, but because of the market and everything, we had to then upgrade, even though I got upset initially. Um, to be quite honest, I have followed Dr. Akintayo from, if not over 7, 8 years now. And I am one person that I don't believe in what people say, because if you don't know the person, I don't think you have a reason to talk about the person. You need to have a relationship with somebody before you can then start going out running your mouth. I so much commend you, sir, for you even having the time to go back on social media responding to people. There's no point, in the sense that those who know you know you. And I'm quite happy for a lot of comments that I've seen about those who have mentored. Now, $18,000 brought about, oh, this and this and that. People are paying. People are still paying. Do you understand? So it depends on what you want and how far you want to go in life. I keep saying to people, I've learned a lot from you as somebody that you have mentored, still mentoring, even if I'm not paid, I'm still learning. Any of your webinars, even the one I can't join, I will go back to yours, to your wife. I will still go back and listen. And I put down my notes and I work with it. That a lot of people now are even calling me to speak in events. Do you understand? Not even about housing alone, but about, because I sell. Your wife is here. I shared my testimony about when I wanted to bring in floppy slippers from was it Dubai? I can't remember now. And the way I would travel, and then she said drop shipping. And by the time I just stick to that niche, I made millions of naira. Do you understand? So it depends on what people are looking for. And when all this started about 2 weeks ago, I've received over, I can't count it. Everybody that knows me, that I'm always shouting, Stephen Akitayo is my mentor. They kept on sending me, look at this, have you seen this? I said, look, stop sending it to me. Everybody's on social media. I choose to look at what I want. So you sending it to me does not mean I'm not aware, but it doesn't affect me because you don't know this person. This is my response to them. You don't know this person. I even spoke to my Jew about and said, that is noise of the markets. And I can assure you it is the poor people that are doing that. And I agree with him. So for me, I have a testimony today that eventually I got the property that I didn't plan for, and I'm able to rent out. Even the renting, I was like, I fought Mr. Farouk, like, he got to a stage or a point I had to even report to Dr. Akintayo that I'm not okay, money. My husband is like, woman, calm down. The property you bought for how much? You want to get money, you will be the one losing. Dr. Akintayo will walk out here smiling. So calm down. I will say, I don't care. By the end of the day, I am happy. In fact, I was telling him last week that I need to come to Dubai. I need to get one more in Dubai. I don't want to do anything in Nigeria again because this place is not just for me. That doesn't mean people cannot with GTEx. I mean, I keep saying to people that they've come to ask me, I will say, look, if you want, this is follow the person that knows road. This is the one I know. The one you are telling me about, I don't know. Maybe because I've never invested there or I don't have a relationship with the person. But the one I know, and if anything, I can stand, put my name, put the whole of me is GTEx. If you know you are not doing, then you can go to your AYZ developers. You understand? So that is for me, and that is my testimony. And I'm so proud any day, anytime to do this. As in to talk about this, I don't, even when people are talking, I just said, believe that is market noise. It's got nothing to do with me because I know I am getting what I did not even bargain for, and I'm happy. Like doctor said, by next year, Mr. Farouk, you know I won't take this normal price. I'm putting more on it. And that is it. So within how many years I'll be making back the money I paid. We had to top up. Even when we had to top up, I was fighting, I was upset. My husband would say, look, don't even bother. You don't know about, you just want money, money, money. But listen, Nigerian market is bad. I understand it's painful, but let's just go with it so that we won't be the one losing. And I'm happy where I am today. I'm happy. So Dubai is my next one with GTEx. I've got a lot of people inviting me to do this. I said I'm not. When I'm ready, I know where I will go. And it is the place I have been to that I'm coming back to. So that is my testimony. Thank you so much. Sorry, I'm in Nigeria. I just came to unwind a bit now after so many activities. And I'm right now at the cinema, so I need to rush off.
No
I have to come
problem.
out and come and give my own testimony.
Banjo.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Banjo. I never met you. I truly appreciate your comments. Thank you so much.
By the way,
Thank you
Mrs.
so
Banjo,
much,
before
man.
you
I will
go,
see you in Dubai when you come. So you
Absolutely.
definitely, I will
Mrs.
host you there.
Banjo, please, before you go, guys, you have no idea how people who do things also affect another customer. The clients who paid the developer in Dubai, they didn't pay us, so they didn't even buy property with us in Nigeria. They went to illegally got a permit to freeze our account in Nigeria. When the rent for Mrs. Banjo's apartment in Jasper was to be paid, it was now paid to that account. She couldn't get her 8 million rental income for months. Sometimes you think you are doing the company, you are doing your fellow human being. Somebody else is affected. At the end of the day, we want that court judgment, right? And and those things are out there. We want, because they just said, what is going on here? You didn't pay to these people. It wasn't to their account. They only referred you to a developer. Go and hold the developer you pay to, if you even have any claim.
Doctor,
And
sorry,
yes.
sorry to cut you short. I remember that in Dubai, if you are not the one that bought a property, you can still give someone power of attorney to fight for you, which was requested from this client that okay, just give a power of attorney to us so that we can fight and plead your case on your behalf. But they never objected to giving that. And if you don't give us a power of attorney to help you fight your case in Dubai, there's no way we can fight for you. So it's either you fight yourself since you didn't pay to us, or you give us a power of attorney to actually help you plead the case on your behalf. And even when we actually took the case to EFCC, I think that was 2 years ago, I remember EFCC also wanted to get some of these details from them, but none was forthcoming to just help to resolve this issue from also the guy who also defrauded them as well. So just said I should just chip in that as well.
Even the guy is an alleged, the Abimbola guy is an alleged defrauding, because there's no evidence. He worked with the developer and he claimed he paid, because some of them wanted him to change money for them, and that he changed the money and he paid to the developer, right? So even that is, but even if that's the case, go hold the guy accountable, whoever you paid to. but when you didn't even cooperate, we got 2 lawyers to help. You didn't cooperate to help us fight this. Mr. Rana has been in Dubai for over 20 years. He has all the connections to help these people. Even if we are having to twist the developer to say, okay, give them another unit or give them something. But if you don't give all the tools that they can use, there's nothing anybody can do to help you in those kind of situations. Is Shola ready? We have Mr. Paul, who also wants to speak on these issues, and he comes and is one of our partners, helps us with billboards and campaign. So, Mr. Paul, do you want to come now, or we take the next MD to do their Q report?
Well, thank you so very much for having me. It's nice to see you, Doctor. I was supposed to be at your last event. The person that's that's had an interface with me, did not send me the link. I kept sending him, can I have the link? But I guess he was busy with the whole event thing. Okay, good news. I got this link today and I am here. I'm supposed to be in the office just checking the records and all those, but luckily the link came. So I will speak to the Dubai issue very briefly. I have expression in Dubai. I visit Dubai a lot. And I think Mrs. Akintayo, as I have about 3 things to mention. She just painted like first. Yes, I am a partner to GTEx, but I don't work with GTEx. And for many people that know me in Nigeria, at least you know me for my integrity, my personal integrity has worked for me over the years. And you know that I speak to issues the way they are. So for Dubai, I have a family friend who is an auditor. His client bought properties, a lot of properties in Dubai. This was a very wealthy man. And the man passed during COVID and still has a property in Dubai. So the wife was denied visa to go to Dubai. So they had somebody who was managing the property for the man when the man was alive, a Nigerian from Edo State. The man managing the property mentioned that a 1-bedroom apartment in Dubai is still 30,000 dirhams. And this is somewhere around business pay. I know anybody in Dubai will put their hands on their head. And that was all for a while until the woman contacted me. Hey, Paul, you go to Dubai a lot. You have a residency of Dubai. Could you help check out what is going on? So I visited this man. And all that was needed was what Madam mentioned, power of Anthony. I don't know who that person is, but please, if you are somebody who knows me or you can chat me up, you may just be there complaining. Dubai is not Nigeria. UAE is
exactly
the UAE law. So if you don't give out that power of Anthony, honestly, you will just talk and shout and do all of those things. In the UAE, social media is highly regulated. Whatever you think you post on social media, nobody's even seeing those things. Because they regulate the content that people should see. Because they want to remain a sane country. Not people opening their chest and half naked that we bastardize our environment with in this part of the world. So please, this is business. And in business, people get serious. I'm happy that you have interest in investing. In fact, you've gone the extra mile to make some deposits. But please, if that is true, your money is not lost. Dubai government frowns at people losing their money. But that's one side. Remember that we have also not had the part of the developer. So be it Azizi or all the developers in Dubai, I know that what the person might have deposited is not up to 100 million dirhams. Because when you get to Dubai, I don't know if the person has been in Dubai before or you have been to Dubai recently, you know that whatever might have been dropped. When you talk about developer with integrity, which I believe might have been recommended to you by the organization, there are people who are willing and able to pay you back. But just do the right thing. If you don't have a visa, it's fine.
present power of Anthony, let the people act on your behalf. They can recover your property for you. They can register it for you. They can sell it on your behalf. They can do all those. They have that much law. And in fact, there is even a court that your representative can take these people to in Dubai, and they can hire an Anthony on your behalf in Dubai. So you have no worries, you have no fears. The people that you should align with, please don't fight them. I talk to you as somebody who has strong presence in that country. Please, I think it will help you. If you are somebody I can talk to, I will first want you to research about me. Then you can now feel free to talk to me. Free consultancy, trust me. And I think that you'll be fine with it. So, sir, I will talk about the other things that I think one of the MDs mentioned. By privilege of God, I'm an economist, and God has helped me to place me among the very top in this country, Nigeria, today. Inflation is high, even though we rebase our inflation from 34% to 24%. It came down slightly, went back to 24%. Price of iron, doctor, I'm sorry to disappoint you. It's not coming down anytime soon. Sand was 30,000, true. But today, they are even on strike. And if you ask me why they're on strike, and people in construction in Lagos should please confirm, they're on strike as I talk to you. Why are they on strike? They want more money. They claim that the people dredging are charging them so much. It's either they increase the money or the dredgers reduce cost for them. What am I saying in essence? We are living in an interesting moment. We have devalued our currency. I remember I projected in August 2023 that Naira will get to 1,005 by March 2024. It was as though everybody called me all manner of names. Well, you know, I will not bother as long as I am following the econometrics model. What happened January 31st, 2024? Naira went to 1,900. Then the Nigerian government says it's important for us to partly manage our policy. Then government changed to manage flow. That's why you see about 1,600 today. Unlike what you said, what have I mentioned all this? Stability is the strength of every economy. Why many of us like the UAE is because of the stability in that market. It's 3.65 dirhams since the time I've known UAE till today. So you can invest, but doesn't mean you should not invest in Nigeria. I encourage you to invest in Nigeria, but please understand that any country whose currency is not stable, faced with high inflation, what you have is time. So if you are to invest, invest now. Whatever you need to do, do it now. Why? Tomorrow, certainly, is not maybe too late, will be too late. Because prices will never remain the same. We know currency always flow towards which direction is going down. So just to put those clarity in it, it is the nature of the economy that is making things. Just this morning, one of the notable banks, I don't want to mention name, increased SMS charge from 4 naira to 6 naira. That is 50% increase. So what do you expect of construction industry, for so many industry with their prices? They certainly have their prices increased. So please, I also now want to say for the organization, I don't know, so it would be wrong for me to judge, but please, communication, newsletter, share to clients, let people know, do economic report for them, let them know that things may change. As things are changing, the good news is that for everybody in real estate, it's a very, very, very big news to you. It's a massive good news for you because the value of your real estate is going up. And luckily, the value of your property is also predictable. It can be calculated. If your property is 1, 2, 5, 10, 20 million today, what will it be in the next 36 months? Economics make that possible for you. Yes, I heard and I read on social media people saying all manner of things. Doctor, you notice I never brought it up to you. I never brought it up to you. I would just like to say that where uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. Welcome on board to the game of prominence. If you are nobody, honestly, nobody will drag you. But if you are traveling on that journey of prominence, you will see more dragging. After all, my favorite book talked about the Son of God, how he was also dragged many times. So what is important as an organization is the integrity and utmost good faith with which we do our work, with which we serve humanity. And we know that, yes, even leaders of faith in both religions, leaders of faith in both religions have been dragged. Not so long I saw the Sadhana of Sokoto being dragged. Who would have imagined a Sadhana of Sokoto or Pastor Adeboye or Bishop Oyedepo? But these are people who we have dragged so much in this age and time. What is important is to remain focused, provide the value for people. And, you know, the benefit of all of this is that people are getting to know GTEx. How is not what is first. What is first is that people are getting to know GTEx in the marketplace. How do we capitalize on this name that is created and make it known more for people? I'll stop here because I noticed some people were sending messages and they don't know what it was. Thank you so much and God bless you. It's good to be here with you and I'm happy to be here. Thank you so much, Doctor, for the privilege.